Hello all, Shadwell here, ready to talk about the next film in my collection, City of the Living Dead from 1980. It's directed by Lucio Fulci and stars Christopher George and Catriona MacColl. That cheeky bugger Michele Soavi appears yet again in my collection, but this time in a purely performance role and not one behind the camera as he did with Cemetery Man and The Church. That's 3 C films for Michele Soavi. Wonder if there are any others coming up. City of the Living Dead is the first film in Fulci's Gates of Hell trilogy, along with The Beyond, which we already covered, and House by the Cemetery, which we'll be covering when we hit the H section in a year or two. Which I guess is why the film went by Gates of Hell in America for a while. Actually, because of the similar looking poster of City of the Living Dead to the poster of Dawn of the Dead, this film was known very shortly in the States as Twilight of the Dead. Although the first time I saw the cover, with that poster mind you, it was the mid-90s at a mom and pop video store near the house I grew up in, and it was going by the title Gates of Hell. Never got around to renting it, but I remember the VHS cover for it because it was quite striking. The Dawn of the Dead-ish poster, not the one with multiple zombie heads and tombstones on it, because that one isn't as memorable for me. I do like this film quite a bit. As far as Fulci films go, it is one of the good ones that makes sense, so that's certainly nice. A priest hangs himself in the Lovecraftian town of Dunwich and thereby opens the gates of hell, and it's up to Christopher George and Catriona MacColl to close them before All Saints' Day arrives a few days after the film starts. Of course, add a bunch of gross out effects, gore, death, and zombies, and you've got yourself a Fulci film. This film includes a scene where a woman vomits out all her internal organs, a guy takes a drill through the head, 22 pounds of maggots blow through a window onto the 4 leads, and a bunch of zombies catch fire. The only thing really missing is catastrophic eye drama, which is always in Fulci movies, so I am shocked this one made it to the theaters without one. Surprisingly, the only thing about this movie that doesn't make a lick of sense is the last scene. If you've seen it, then you know that there is a huge problem with the last scene because it ends in screams that aren't justified. Unlike the brilliant original ending to Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, man, I can't wait to talk that movie. And no one connected to City of the Living Dead seems to know what that ending means, or can even agree how it got that fucking crazy ending to begin with. I'm gonna give City of the Living Dead a B+, and tomorrow it's the 50 Drive-In Movie Classics again with its film, The Murder Mansion. See y'all then.